Hi, music teacher friends. I know that in this time of distance learning and quarantine, and there's just been so many challenges to how we deliver instruction to our students. And one of the biggest things that I cover always every year throughout the year is rhythmic notation. And sometimes, I have students compose their own original rhythmic patterns. And other times, I love to do rhythmic dictation exercises, or in other words, I perform a rhythm, they identify it, and they write it down. And in order to help families conserve paper and ink, I wanted to find a way in which students could use Google Slides and just write their answers down, because I really do think that is a huge part of music literacy, is not just being able to read rhythms, but to write them down and create something with it. So, just so you know, I have learned a lot of these tips from a YouTuber, Miss Foray, and her channel is called Pocket Full of Primary. So basically, I want to show you how to create your own rhythmic worksheet using Google Slides. And the reason why I'm using Google Slides is that it easily integrates with Google Classroom. So to start off, make a new blank presentation. And I always just erase these backgrounds, and you don't need a theme. Next, you want to set up the page to be 11 by 8.5. And I do this so that one day when we get back into the classroom, if I ever want to print this paper out, it'll just fit very nicely on a regular piece of paper. So in other words, I'm changing the format of this page to be landscape orientation. You hit apply, and there you go. I will call this the original file. I will call this rhythmic dictation. And for my sanity, I always label the original. That way, if I make a mistake or I need to go back and fix something, I can work off of this one. You'll see why in a later account. So anyway, I usually have my students complete maybe 4 questions at this time. So I want to insert a table that has 4 sections in it. So you go to Insert, Table, and I'm going to have it be 4 by 4. Okay, so you can drag this around by hand and change the size of it, but I'm going to just go ahead and right-click on it, Format Options, and I want it to fit very nicely along the borders of the page. So I'll have it be 10 inches wide and maybe, let's try 4 inches tall. Still too small. Let me try 5 inches tall. I think that will be better. That way it's nice and neat. So you can close that. I'm going to drag this into position where those red lines are showing up. I want to make the borders of my table appear thicker. So what you do is, this is selected. You go to border weight. I think 8 is pretty dark, and I want the color to be black. Border color black, so it's nice and crisp and students can see it. Okay, so far so good. Next, I'm going to number each of these boxes. So this will be 1. And let me make this font a lot bigger. We'll go with 30. I like even numbers. And I really like the font called Roboto Mono. Who knows if I'm even saying that right. But it's very clean and crisp, and it's something that students can see. Okay, so I'm going to copy, paste, 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 but I'm going to obviously change the numbers. 2, 3, and 4. Okay, So next, I want to add rhythm blanks. I use them a lot in my classroom just to get students used to reading from left to right, obviously, and thinking of each beat as a blank. So I'm going to go ahead and add some lines. I'm going to use the line tool. And I'm going to make that the weight of it thicker as well, maybe 4. Yeah, 4. So I'm going to clone that. I will also post a copy of this below. Just please make a copy for yourself when you open it. Okay, so there we go. I think that looks pretty decent, pretty clear. I have my 4 questions. All right, so next I want to post in the rules of how the students are going to complete this rhythmic dictation exercise. So in my district, we have students doing 1 assignment per week, and we are allowing them the entire week to complete the assignment. So obviously, I don't want to give the answers to the exercise the day of. I want them to actually try. So on the day, the evening that the assignment is due, I will just post like a class announcement with another version of the slide with my answers written in. But anyway, so here's my blurb. I'm going to copy and paste it. So let me insert a text box here. So I know this looks really small right now, but students will be able to zoom into this as well so that they can read the font better. Okay, so far, I think I'm pretty happy with the mystery rhythm worksheet. All right, so what you want to do, this is where the magic happens. What you want to do is you want to save this slide as a JPEG. So you go to download, JPEG image, current slide. Okay, so that's saved. I see it just saved right now to my downloads folder. It will probably save there for you too. So what you want to do is you want to make a new presentation, remove the background stuff, the themes, and I'm going to call this 5th grade mystery rhythm shareable. So this is the file that I will eventually post to my Google Classroom. And you want to insert the JPEG that you just saved. So go to background. You're going to choose image and browse. And here it is. Open. And done. Oh, that's right. I forgot to change the format of the page. So again, file, page setup, custom, and again, our landscape. Okay, apply. Phew. And see, with this, you can see that it is not moving, okay, because this is the background of the slide. The students can't erase it, they can't modify it. Okay, so that is really all that there is to it. Now, I want to give the students 2 options to write in their rhythms. So they can write them in using a Chrome extension called WebPaint, or they can click and drag them. So I'll show you both. So here is what I'm going to do. I have these rhythms already saved here. To do a click and drag option, first you have to clone each image that you want for your rhythm. So here's how you do it. I'm just going to click and select the rhythm that I want, press Control D, which on my Mac means clone. So I'm going to clone that a few times. So you're going to select all of them, right click, and you want to align to the left, right click, align to the top. And then I'm just going to clone that again. So I'm cloning the clones. Okay, and same thing. Highlight, align to the left, right click, align to the top. And that is that first option. So as you can see, it's almost like I infinite cloned it. And do that. So I'm gonna pause right here and I will have all of these cloned and placed onto the slide when I come back. Okay, so I am back. I have cloned the clones. So I'm just gonna go ahead and copy, and I'm going to place them in my shareable. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, so I'm going to just move them over here. And if I do a test, they're cloning, so that's all good. So here now your students can just click and drag the option, or if you are able, go to the Chrome extension web store and download Web Paint. And Web Paint is just really simple to use. It's basically it is basically just, you know, that Microsoft Paint option that you are just able to use. So that's what it looks like, Web Paint. So that is it. But basically, if you were to post this slide onto Google Classroom, it would look like this. This one has 0 students, so I'll use that. So you go to Classwork, Create an Assignment, and then for attachments, you would click Add, and from your Google Drive, you would just attach the most recent file, which is our 5th grade mystery shareable. Okay, and last step, the most important step, is you want to click Make a copy for each student. That way, no 2 people or more are working on the same file and messing it up for you. Okay, you can then schedule and post later. But anyway, this is just a draft that I'm sharing with you. I hope that was helpful. Have a great day. Stay happy, stay healthy. Signing off. This is Mrs. Mann. Bye.